Okay, let's play some Fall Guys. No. You might be wondering, why is SeeSaw a problem? Do you really want to know? Okay, but you asked for it.
No, I have a family.
Woo! Don't let me die. This kind of stuff happens every SeeSaw game. But why? Let's first look at what we know about SeeSaw. We know it's the best to wait for the SeeSaws to balance out. We also know that barely anyone waits for the SeeSaws to balance out. Why is that? Are we just playing with intellectually challenged all the time? Yes! We also know that not everyone can qualify for the next round in SeeSaw. This creates a sense of urgency. This is likely the reason why not everyone waits for the SeeSaws to balance out. What does this mean? It's better for the individual to finish fast and not wait for the SeeSaw to balance out. However, it's better for the whole group to let the SeeSaw balance out, otherwise reversing to the end will not be possible. This creates a social dilemma or prisoner's dilemma, if you will. Now I hear you ask, what the f is a prisoner's dilemma? Let's imagine two criminals, Joe Futtermucker and Chad Baldhood. Both have been arrested, but there is not enough evidence. As a result, they are both separated and a police officer gives them the following options. If you both say nothing, we won't have anything on you and we can only give you a fine. If one of you admits to the crime, I will reward them for the cooperation and the other person will face 25 years in prison. If both of you admit to the crime, you will both face 5 years in prison. What is most likely to happen? The best option for both would be to say nothing so that no one would go to prison. But because they've been separated in the beginning, they cannot discuss a course of action. And it's likely that they will mistrust the f*** out of each other. As a result, they do not dare to stay silent and both admit, landing them both 5 years in prison. Now why would they do that if they both could have gotten off free? It's because Joe f***ed my wife, he's a scumbag. It's because people will most likely prioritize own gain over the good of the group.
I hate you, Joe.
A similar scenario applies to SeeSaw. Everyone has 3 choices. 1. Everyone waits for the SeeSaw to balance out. 2. A small portion waits for the SeeSaw to balance out. And 3. No one waits for the SeeSaw to balance out. It would be in everyone's best interest if everyone waited, but no one ever does that. If no one ever waits for the SeeSaw to balance out, that means that everyone is equally screwed. This is why it's in your best interest to be among the small portion that waits for the SeeSaw to balance out and go when you see an opening. As you can see, people are still sabotaging themselves. Even though I stood still half of the game to record all those hilarious clips, I still managed to qualify. This brings me to my conclusion for the SeeSaw's prisoner's dilemma. The first option is everyone waits for the SeeSaw to balance out, and this would be the best for the whole group. And it's one of the reasons why it never happens. The second option is that a small portion waits for the SeeSaw to balance out, and this would be the best for the individual, which is why you should try to use this option. The third option is that no one waits for the SeeSaws to balance out, and this is detrimental to everyone. These are the games that will make you rip out every hair out of your scalp. Hello, if you're still here, you might as well just subscribe. It's free.